star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome. It's going to be a rapid fire night here with some readings. I can't wait. And so much to tell you and to share. I have some extra glitter on tonight. I don't know. I'm so bummed because I don't think you can see it. But my goodness, you guys, it's so pretty. You know how I love the glitter. This one's a good one. So excited about it. Anyhow, so much fun, exciting stuff, right? I want to share this story because this is kind of a funny story. People always saying to me, Colby, how do you date? Like, it's impossible to date. And they're right. Absolutely impossible because you do know things about people. They can't hide it. So just weird little things. Last night, I had a big event and I was very excited and I wanted to miss traffic coming down to LA. So when you live in LA, as some of you do know this, you do anything at all means possible to avoid traffic. And you make your appointments, your schedules are all around traffic. But there's some times when you can't avoid it. So you have to take a detour so that you miss the traffic. So I decided to go to dinner and hang out. And I'm at Morton's, you know, that steakhouse place, which I don't eat meat, but it was such a beautiful place. So I'm hanging out there and a bunch of nice people at the bar area. They're very sweet, very nice. And in comes a gentleman, also just seemingly very nice, very kind of like someone who owns their own boat kind of a look, you know, that kind of guy who's got his own yacht kind of a look. Very nice, you know, just in general conversation. So anyhow, I'm sitting there just eating a little bit and the guy starts a little bit of a conversation and I just kind of, like, I'm not even trying to tune in. I'm not even, like, he doesn't even know what I do. But I just happen to say, oh, it's so nice you're in town for an IT meeting. And he's like, how do you know that? I mean, I don't know you, right? I said, no. Well, how do you know I'm in town for an IT meeting? I mean, how do you know that's what I do? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I just knew. I mean, I don't look like an IT guy. And he asked the bartender, do I look like an IT guy? And the bartender's like, no, you don't. And I was like, well, I mean, I kind of work as a psychic. So, and he was like, oh my God, you're freaking me out. You're freaking me out. So, you know, again, we kind of get to normal conversation. And I says, oh, yeah, so Rose in the family, she can't wait to see you. Now, again, I'm not even trying. To me, this is general conversation. How do you know Rose? I says, I believe you know Rose, like a mom or something. Oh, she's my godmother. Oh, well, she's very excited that you're going to see her. Oh, I was just thinking on my way here, I needed to make time to see her, but this is just you're totally freaking me out. So it was one of those things where I was freaking him out, but he's like, more. Freaking him out, but more. So we kept, I mean, very light and nothing weird. But it just goes to show you, like, when you do this work, it's not that we're in there and tuning in on people, and it's not that you're giving people readings per se, but you have a heightened sense. That ESP is just there. And if it's there naturally, I'm not going to ask it to go away, right? I'm not going to shut down so much that I'm not going to get hints, because those hints could help me avoid an accident or help lead me in the right direction or something. But I just found it really funny because today someone says, so how is dating for you? And I was like, oh, it's not easy. And for all of my fellow light workers out there, I'm sure you can fist pump and relate to that. But it's how it goes, right? But I want to encourage you, you know, if you do get that information and you do have hits, and, you know, own that. Don't go around giving everyone readings by any means, but you still have to own who you are. Don't shy away from who you are. It's it's a gift. It really is. It's this beautiful thing that is honored and cherished and kind of fun. And what are the odds, right? This guy, he didn't look like a IT. So I had to like coax his ego. You don't look like an IT guy. Don't worry. I have inside information. So anyhow, we have a lot to talk about tonight. If you want to get in those call lines, that number for you is 323-992-3115. So 323-992-3115. And you know, this Mercury retrograde, thank goodness that it just ended. Now, you know, you may still feel that residual energy passing through, but this one was a doozy, an absolute doozy, from mixed up communication to websites, technology. Skype and Facebook were having major issues last week. They fell victim to it as well. And but as you know, hopefully for any of you out there, you kept your cool through it. That you didn't send someone a message you shouldn't have. You didn't drunk text when you shouldn't have. That you kind of held your tongue, because the retrograde mixes up and rises up so many emotions, right? It's going to make you cray cray. So it's really good to kind of hold back, hold in till it's over. One thing, I'm a little late now with this advice, so you'll have to forgive me, but there's another one coming in about 3 months. If something triggers you, whether that's a text message, whether it's an email, whether it's a phone call, a loved one, a spouse, a child, work situation, anything, if you feel triggered by it, just don't. Whatever you do, don't answer right away. Don't. You need to hold off, wait 24 hours. You will see how radically this changes your life, right? It will radically help you find perspective, help you get peace around it, help you see it in a little bit of a different way, so that when you respond, you're not responding from that emotional stance. Because when you respond emotionally, like, you can never win. But when you respond with logic and reason and you can counter it intelligently, well, that's how you're going to seal that deal. So that is my advice. It's a little late for this retrograde, but we got one coming up, so don't worry about it. Okay, a lot of callers in call queue, so you know the rules. Make sure all that external noise is off. I want you focused. I want you ready. Pay attention that you're hearing this. There is a delay, so we're going to open up those call lines any second. This is rapid fire tonight, so you got to ask your question quickly. Let me know if it's psychic, if it's medium. Don't tell me you want to know whatever I have. Give me a question. You know, you want to know something. Just be honest about it. Or you want to connect to a specific person. Just tell me who it is. We'll kind of get through these. We're going to have fun. Couple things to mention. If you're in LA, this Tuesday starts our development circle. There's only 3 spots left. I can't wait. It's been a couple months since I've been able to offer this in the LA area, but it really is the playground for psychics and mediums. You come, we do exercises, you meet great people, and you get to play and stretch those clair muscles of yours, okay? And August 16th. Now, the workshop with Lisa is completely sold. Both workshops are completely sold out. In fact, if we go by the waiting list, we could have had a third workshop and it would have been sold out. But our 2 workshops are sold out. Can't wait. Very excited. The evening of the 16th still has tickets. So if you haven't gotten those tickets, don't miss out on Lisa Williams being here for one night only in LA as we deliver messages connecting to your loved ones. It's going to be at the El Portal Theater. You guys, this theater is amazing. It's beautiful and it's quaint in a way. There's going to be some beverages for you. We have the VIP where you can do a meet and greet and a photo, step and repeat. It's going to be fantastic. Lisa's going to have her books there, her cards there. So this really is an opportunity to get to see Lisa at her finest, really at her finest, which is platform demonstration. So please come out, hang out with us. I can't wait. I'm so excited to see her, hang out with her. And then we get to celebrate her bachelorette party. Got to keep it good, though, because I do love her fiance and want to see this marriage go through. So We have to be good. It's going to be like a PG-13 kind of bachelorette party. Last but not least, the mentoring is starting up. I'm starting it October 1st, the week of, right? We do it by your schedule. But this is private mentoring. So I don't care where you are. You could be anywhere in the world and we can make this happen for you. The 4 sessions are over Skype or Zoom. I'm going to figure that part out. You get homework, but we work on what you want to work on. Whatever level you're at, that's where we start. Where do you want to go? That is our intention. So if you want spiritual development, we do that. If you want business growth, we do that. If you want marketing, design, whatever it is you want, that's what we deliver. And it's been amazing. I mean, I have watched students grow phenomenally through this mentoring, and it is something I enjoy and I'm passionate about. So I only keep it to a certain amount of students. So there's only like 5 spots left, and they're going to fill up quickly, and people always want it after, and I just can't, right? Because it's a certain level of dedication. So don't forget. All right. There we go. I cannot see the area code. So you're going to have to, yeah, there you go. You got it? Perfect. Okay, there we go. I got area codes, everybody. You're ready. Okay, they're crooked, but I got it. All right, here we go. How about we do number 9, 424. Hey, 424, you are on the air. Who is this?
Hi, this is Maritza.
Hi, Martha. How you doing?
It's Maritza.
Marissa?
Yes,
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm fine.
What can I do for you tonight?
I just wanted to get a hold of my dad.
Oh, on the other side, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what we can do here, sweetheart, and see if Dad steps forward. It's really funny. The sense I'm getting Dad stepping forward is there's definitely a smile with him coming forward, and definitely a sense of, he's a humble person, right? I don't think he was too boastful. He makes me feel very humble. He makes me feel grateful. I'm kind of curious, though. Did your dad happen to have a mustache or facial hair at one point?
Yes, he did, mustache.
Okay, thank you. Because I kept seeing this behind his smile. And he's a gentle guy. Like, I feel like he's pretty gentle. He doesn't feel... He's very he's funny. Like, I feel like he's funny and he interacts, but he doesn't feel forceful to me. Does that make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay. And I feel like, too, he's very concerned about money. I think he would count his money several times to make sure it's right.
Yeah. Correct, yes.
I can see him
yes,
working through the bills and then making sure he counted it right. Like he wants to double check everything, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Now, I'm kind of curious. Just connected to the family or him, is there a J name like Javier or Jose or I see a J, big letter J.
It's my brother Joel.
Okay, thank you. I do know he wants to acknowledge him as well, okay?
Okay.
But my hand just went up with a 3. Are there 3 of you, 3 siblings?
We're a total of 7.
Are there 3 of one gender?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Is that
the boys?
Okay,
There's
got it.
3 boys.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Because it makes sense why he would mention his name and then give me the 3. So I want to let you know he wants to. He just gave me goosebumps. Can I just, honey? He loves his family more than anything.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he just gives me a sense of. He makes me feel like he wore a hat a lot. Is that correct? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because he wants me to put on his hat and be proper. And he also gives me, I think, listen, your dad is, to me, maybe a little more on the shy side. I don't know if that's the right word, but I know he would get up and dance because I actually see him liking dancing.
Yes.
So like he's, I feel like he's shy and then the music, and then he wants to get out there and dance. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then, Marissa, is there a Isabella in the family or a name like Isabella for you? Who is that, sweetheart?
Isabella, yeah.
Oh, who is that, honey?
She's my niece.
Oh, got it. And she's younger, yeah? Little girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He gives lots of love to little Isabella, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did Isabella... did she just either have a celebration or a birthday or something like that? Because he shows me her dress.
It's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh my God, he wants to say happy birthday. Look at that. Look at that. Look at your dad.
That's amazing.
Your dad is so sweet.
It's actually, it's my birthday today.
I didn't get there yet, but happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You know, I do know why he mentioned the little girl first, because, you know, he wants to let us know about her and that he knows what's around him, okay? But, you know, I do know he gives you so much love. And he also gives me, what do you show me? I know he shows me flowers for you, okay, for your birthday.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like these are roses. I feel like he wants to show you roses, okay?
Okay.
I'm just trying to look, honey. I feel like, did you have a quinceañera? I mean, is that pretty common that everybody would or no?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
He's bringing me back to your quinceañera.
Okay.
He's giving me, I feel like for him, you know, it was a really special moment for him. And I think because he got to see, it was hard work putting it together. I have to be honest. I think it was a little bit budget, like they were working on and trying to make it special for you. But he lets me know that he felt so good. I think you were there, and when you were there, you felt so like the queen of the prom. I don't know the best way to say that, okay? I have to tell you, your smile made him feel so good. And he makes me feel like he just loves that about you. He's bringing me to a wedding now. Now, Marissa, did you get married, honey, or were you not I'm sorry, sweetheart?
Yeah, I just got married.
Okay, because he wants it. Now, was he not here to take you down the aisle for that particular wedding?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, because I want to share. He's giving me good. Oh my God, you have the best dad ever. Okay, your dad is giving me goosebumps like crazy, because I know at this quinceañera you danced with him. He's telling me you danced with him. Okay. And he's saying, I held her so close. I wanted to protect her. I want her to know that feeling is the same feeling as I was there with her. She walked down the aisle, and she needs to know that I was right there with her. Okay. He needs to know. Now see how my hand is clutching? I have this feeling you were clutching on to something of his as you were going down the aisle. Or I feel like you have something of his. Do you have your father's like rosary beads or a cross from your father that you have with you?
I actually have his driver's license.
Oh, it's his driver's license. Did you have it on your wedding day?
I did.
Okay, was it tucked in your bra?
Yes.
Because he clutched his hand, so I knew he's saying she's holding on to something of mine as she walks down the aisle. But I get it. I get what he's doing, and I love that. And you have to know he knows and that he is there with you. Now, also, would you happen to have had your father? I feel like your father carried handkerchiefs with him. Did you happen to have a handkerchief from him also with you that particular day, or were you carrying a handkerchief?
No, I wasn't. But he did carry handkerchiefs, like tissue and stuff, a lot.
Okay, because I'm being shown, he shows me a handkerchief, and then he takes me to your wedding, and he shows me a handkerchief dabbing your eyes. So maybe he's just saying, hey, I was, okay, I got to, real quick too, he wants to thank you for the toast, because I believe you mentioned him in a toast or in that celebration. And he appreciates that he was head of the table. So somewhere you either put him head of the table or you had something for him at head of a table.
Okay.
So
Wow.
he definitely wants to thank you and let you know. And one other thing, I believe you played his favorite song at the wedding or the reception. Is that correct?
No, actually, I didn't have a reception. It was just a little, just me and my
Ceremony?
husband and my sister.
Was there something recently? This makes me feel like this is more recent, where you played his favorite song or his favorite song came on the radio, because he's letting you know he was right with you with that song playing.
Yeah, he usually, when I'm driving, like his song randomly comes out.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what the?
Yeah, well, that is your dad with you. So he wants to let you know that that is him and he is with you and wants to wish you a happy birthday. I believe it's Feliz Cumpleaños. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Feliz
You're right.
Cumpleaños. And, you know, he loves you more than anything, sweetheart. So I just want you to know that. And happy birthday to Isabella as well. You gotta pass that message along, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right.
I will.
All right.
Thank you so much.
have a beautiful night. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, honey. All righty. So there we go. That's a good way to get out of the gate and open up the show tonight. All right. How about we do 317, number 13. 317, you are on the air.
Hi, Colby.
Hi there. Who's this?
This is Connie.
Hey, Connie. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, my question is, I've gone through a lot of change in the last couple months, and so I want to know if I'm settled now. And is it going to hang on? Am I going to hang on to my job? And is it all going to be fine?
Yeah. A couple things, Connie, which is really interesting. I feel like in the last couple months, you had to learn how to let go, right? Like, I think you were literally pushed to your surrender point. I feel like I do know. I actually feel like your last job you were let go from, or what's that word that they use?
Laid off?
Yes, laid off. Is
laid
that
off.
right, Connie? Okay.
Yes.
Because I know that hit your ego pretty hard. I know you were a little like, I work hard. I know you were a bit offended by it because you work so hard, you know? But I also feel like that was a good move because it did make you think outside the box a bit. It made you kind of go back to like looking at your boundaries and how much you're giving of yourself to other people. So I know it was a big learning curve for you. All right. Now, where you are now does feel a lot better. One thing that does keep coming up though, Connie, I make sure you're taking care of your own health. Did you also have some health issues at the same time? Something like that?
No, but at the same time, that same week that I was laid off, my husband found out that he had end-stage liver disease, and so it was good that I wasn't working because I spent the last couple months with him.
Right, and then it was his health because I kept feeling there was a major health issue, but in conjunction with this. So even though at the time, you know, it felt devastating that this would happen, you can see how it was needed. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes. But I do feel, I know you were taking care of your husband, but I do feel like it was, you know, and I have to be careful here, but he was diagnosed terminally. Is that correct, honey?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed away 2 months after I was laid off.
Okay, because I just wanted to, because it makes, you know, I know it's sensitive and my heart and my love go out to you. But, you know, the thing is that, you know, he needed you so much. You know, he really did. And he needed, I think you gave him strength. You know, I'm going to be honest. I think he was pretty afraid. I don't think he was prepared. I don't think he knew something was wrong until it was too late. Like, I don't think he kind of had a warning, you know. I think once it happened, I really do feel like he was very scared. And I just see you helping him through that so much. I mean, you helped him understand. You helped him kind of come to peace with it. And I think it brought you to closer in a way that you hadn't had before. you know? And
Yeah.
and I think that was important. And I believe that it really was the closing of a chapter. And it really is. But he keeps giving me this feeling. He wants you to keep living. He wants you to keep putting yourself out there, Connie. He keeps kind of sharing with me. That's phase 1. We're now moving into phase 2. Your husband could be very logical.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah.
pragmatic. And so I believe that, and I do believe you're going to feel him around the house as well. Do you have a dog or a cat? Because I keep feeling the sense of an animal.
I have a puppy.
Okay. Because I feel like this new energy is going to be really good for you. Taking care of something, kind of being there with it. But he lets me, sorry, I know we're working on your job, but I just have to tell you, he's around you and he sends his love to you. And then do you happen to know a David yet, like in the living or in spirit?
David. In the living. I don't know him well, but I know a David.
I get this sense that romance is going to step back into your life. I know that's going to take some time, honey, okay? But I do feel like your husband is making sure that we're bringing someone in for you so that you don't completely close off and shut yourself down, okay?
Yeah. Well, I've pretty much done that, and that's why that fear that he had, it got passed on to me, and so now I'm 67 years old and I have to work. I'm one of these people that can't afford to retire, and so that's why this job is so important, because if I lose it, I'll lose everything, because nobody's going to hire somebody my age.
You're going to, listen, don't you work from a place of fear, all right? You're working completely from fear right there. I want you to stop that right now, and I want you to work from a place of love. You have this job. You're grateful for it. Sit in it. Surrender to it. Try not to be too worried about it. Enjoy each day. Work hard, and let the universe take care of you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You got this. I want you to start relaxing, and I want you to start enjoying yourself a little bit, okay?
All right.
All right. Lots of love to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, hon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Colby.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye, Connie. I have to tell you guys, you have to, I'm sure some of you can understand and relate to that, but think about it. 67 years old, lost your husband, right? Transitioned to the other side. First of all, they've been married a long time, because you could feel that, right? A lot of her life kind of revolved around that pattern, that dependency, that codependency. That's her friend. And, and then, working with someone and helping them through cancer is just not easy, as a lot of you have gone through. Now at 67, she's by herself. Like, how does she get back out there as a single woman in the dating world, struggling with her confidence because, she lost that job and she really needs it. But yet you can feel how loving she is, right? You can feel that. So it's never too late to have your next chapter, and just try to remember that, okay? It's, that's why there's, some of us live very long lives, because we have these multi-chapters and facets to us that we're supposed to explore. So, Connie, get out there. You can do it. Just kind of rebuild, work on that confidence, and you got this. All right, here we go. How about, let's do 562, number 7. Okay, here we go. 562, you're on the air.
Hi, Colby. This is Chelsea.
Chelsea, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. What can I do for you tonight?
I just wanted to check in and see if any of my loved ones on the other side had any messages for me.
Oh, got it. Anyone in particular, or just kind of open to whomever?
I'm open to whomever.
Okay. I kind of felt two-step in at once. That's why I asked you. I know I have a grandmother here, but Chelsea, is there a male, like a younger male, maybe a cousin or maybe a younger uncle or something like that on the other side for you as well? Chelsea? All right, you got to drop. Chelsea. Sorry, Chelsea, sweet pea. Oh. Are you there?
Colby?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm standing still. A younger male, there's nothing that's coming to mind. Is there any more information about him?
Well, I just get the sense that he's younger, like doesn't feel like he's very old when he passes, and it makes me feel like this. I can see him actually with dark hair, which I don't normally see the person too well, but I can see dark hair, and it gives me the feeling of being really kind of light, and it gives me the feeling this like a friend or a cousin. There's a little bit of a distance in that relationship, so it doesn't feel like a brother to me. It feels like a little bit of a further out relationship. And he gives me the sense that this was a quick passing, so more of an accident. Are you sure you don't connect?
Wow. I'll have to ruminate on that a little bit.
Okay. And you understand the grandmother in spirit, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, because I have the grandmother, and this young man is right with her, so I know he's got to be with you. Okay, and the grandmother, because the grandmother gives me a feeling of pulling him in closer, so I know that this is someone she's making sure she's taken care of as well. Because your grandmother's very nurturing, like making sure everybody's taken care of, like she never would leave somebody out. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay. And you also understand with her a sense of, I do feel like there's a necklace. I don't know if she gave you a necklace, or do you have something you wear around your neck that is from your grandmother? Chelsea, you're on air, honey.
Not off the top of my head.
I don't know if you have a bad connection, but if you do, we have to drop it. Okay, sweetheart. But she's showing me a necklace. So I feel like there's either rosary beads or a necklace or a connection, and there's also a heart connection.
Oh, I do. Yes, I do have my grandmother's rosary beads.
Okay.
I do have that.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. Because she's letting me know that, and she's also giving me this feeling of, I think there's a funness about her, you know, like I feel like there's a zestiness, and I feel like there's a sense with her of being pretty lively with you, because I feel like all I keep seeing her doing is bringing you closer to her bosom.
Yeah.
So I know she's very affectionate, and I know she's very close.
Okay, that definitely makes sense.
Okay. Now, I just want to kind of reiterate, I do feel like this young man, you got to put it in the comments if this ends up making sense. I just want you to kind of expand that, whether it's someone you went to school with, perhaps, and, you know, it's been a little time since they transitioned, or it's like a friend that, you know, a friend of a friend that you heard of recently. But I definitely feel him around, because I just feel like there's a sense of making sure people know that he's okay. So just kind of expand that to see if that steps in for you. One other thing is...
Okay, I'm going to look.
One last thing with your grandmother. She just showed me a tipping point with you, like a crossroads. So I think that there's about to be like a big decision, something you're deciding on doing. She's kind of giving you that thumbs up around it. This feels really, really good. So I'm not sure if you've been thinking about trying something new, but she keeps encouraging you that this is right for you.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Colby. I'm going to have to really try to figure out who this young man is.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
I want to figure that out.
He's around you, and I can't wait to hear. I'm sure. Just let us know, okay?
I'll put it in the comments. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, honey. Okay, that connection was tough. You know, that I tell you, I told you Mercury Retrograde's still lingering around, but the connection makes it really tough because there's such a pause. All right, let us do 289, area code 289. I wonder where that is. Hey, 289, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Lorna. My name is Lorna.
Hi, Lorna. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where's 289? I never heard of that.
I'm in Aurora, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, look at us. We got some maple syrup in the house. Well, yay.
Yeah. I know my sister tends to call into you often.
She does? Who's your sister?
My sister tends to, her name is Madeline.
Oh, Madeline. We love Madeline. She's got like 100 dead people. This is great.
Yeah, Madeline Penn. Yeah, she's my sister. She's actually my half sister.
Oh, we love
found her later on in life.
Oh, you're the one. I don't know if you know this or not. But years and years ago, I did a reading for Madeline, and I told her about you and this other family. She's like, and she had just discovered you guys, so that's actually kind of funny. Well, it's nice to talk with you.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry. And what was your first name again, sweetheart? I'm sorry.
Lorna.
Oh, Lorna. Okay, what can I do for you
It's
tonight,
a very
Lorna?
old name.
No, it's okay. I love it. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, I'm just calling because I guess I'm concerned mostly about my son.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hoping that he's going down the right path.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, can I?
I'm really worried because he got hurt a couple years ago.
Hang on 1 second.
And I'm really worried.
Lorna, shh. So one of the things I keep getting, is there a learning capacity with your son, or like, I know he got hurt, but is there something where he processes information a little slowly or a little differently? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
He's very OCD.
Yeah, that's fine. But I keep seeing or feeling like I know that that's part of it, so I know that that's different for you, right? And I also know, like, for him, there is a sense of I still believe he's searching, right? And I do believe that he's trying. I think he's better now. I really do. But I also know he really struggled with his confidence. Like, I really feel like he just felt like he wasn't living in some way. And so I know that was part of those growing pains he went through. But
yes.
I feel like he actually kind of I just saw him coming out of the woods. What do they say? They're out of the woods, right? Isn't that a saying? So
yeah.
I feel like he's on a path now that makes me feel like he gets it. But it was a slippery slope. Did he also do anything with substances, or is he not good with medication or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I kept seeing that be a part of that path, right? Almost even to a point of self-medicating, I believe, something along those lines, right? But it makes me feel like he's on the right path. But I believe he's on prescription medication at this point, though. Am I correct with that?
Yes and no. He has it. He refuses to take it.
That was what I was literally. That's why I brought it up. I am not a doctor and I cannot diagnose, but he needs to take this. Lorna, I cannot diagnose here. I'm making that very clear. I believe.
No, I understand that.
I believe that there is something like. I almost get a sense of what I think it's called manic depressive or edgy, because I see a seesaw with him. So that makes me feel like some days are really good, and then some days he hits a low. And so I feel like if he were on this medication, it would really help stabilize those moods. And I know he doesn't want to take it. He doesn't want to take it because he feels like it makes him foggy. But I think if he just kind of perseveres, like maybe even start with lower doses, whatever the doctor can recommend, his system will adapt to it, and I feel like it gives him the greatest chance of kind of a normal, because I think a lot of he's got this paranoia. I believe he does.
Oh, yeah.
About someone trying to hurt him or chase him, or that his life is ending soon. Like, I feel like he's got some of this going on. And I feel like if he would have just let himself take that medicine, he would feel a lot better, like a lot more stable, because he's got so much potential. And one other thing I would encourage him to do, I feel like he's a great writer. Have you ever asked him to write or do drawings or anything?
Well, he journals. He started to journal himself.
Good.
He started getting up every morning just to talk about his mood.
Yeah, this is really
good. And he hides
good.
the book. He doesn't want anybody to read it because it's only for him.
Yeah, make sure no matter what happens, and I mean this with everything, no one can ever look in that book. No, because if his trust is shattered, it would set him back so many years. So he's very fragile to trust. He doesn't trust doctors. He doesn't trust people. So you just please honor that. Please honor that for him. Make sure everybody does. Okay. And but for him, If he were to take this medication, and again, even if they were to adjust it for him, I just feel like it would help kind of clear those buzzing thoughts. He's got a lot of fogginess, and I feel like it would help clear that up and help clear up that anxiety that he's feeling. Because again, he's so spectacular and he's so special and he's so sensitive. That's why he's getting a lot of this. Okay, he's very sensitive, and we have to love him for that. But trust.
We were told by somebody else that he was an empath.
Oh, he's definitely, a lot of people are empaths, and he's definitely an empath, but I wouldn't even be surprised if he's very intuitive, to be quite frank with you. I think he really can sense things, and I don't think he quite knows how to handle it. So anyhow, this is kind of what I'm feeling and what I'm getting. So maybe if you can kind of adapt that, share it with him, and see what you can get him to do. I am kind of curious. Is he like, the number 18 keeps coming up, but I almost feel like he's like 19, 20, 21. Is he right around those years?
Oh, that's so weird. I have two sons. Mm-hmm. One is 20.
Oh, okay.
The one that I'm referring to is the one that's 24.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's fine. Just so you know, your 24-year-old is, even though your 24-year-old is not, and I mean this with love, but not really 24. He's got the energy of someone a few years behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's more of that mechanism of, so even though he's 24, I kind of want you to look at him of dealing with someone 18 to 20-ish. I kind of feel like emotionally that's probably where he is. So just kind of know that with him, okay? Okay. All right. Lots of love to you, Lauren, and thank you for calling and getting through tonight, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a good night, honey.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay, so here we go. So even though she's got two sons, and even though that second son kind of was in that age range, it wasn't that son. You can feel a very specific energy, but sometimes your age doesn't match your years, right? Like energetically, Tony's going to be 50. And he's been announcing it, but he acts and looks 35, right? That's where he feels. So even though there's an age here, how someone acts and reacts is different. Your energetic age. We should all be our energetic age, unless it's older, then you got to get yourself in shape. Okay, here we go. Let us grab another one here. 614, number 15. There are so many callers, you guys. I love you. All right, here you go, 614. You're on the air with Colby. Who is this?
My name's Heather.
Hey, Heather. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. And you?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
I'm just calling. I'm just kind of in a stuck spot in my life in general. Mm-hmm. I didn't know if you had any guidance.
Okay. And it's more than one area, is that right? Because I know work is stuck for you, or feels stuck, or maybe you're not feeling happy in it, because that kind of comes up to me. But I'm also kind of questioning where you're living, who you're living with.
Well, I just recently moved.
Okay, got it. Because it does feel like there's a few things here. The move, getting out of the old area actually feels good for you, okay? So I think that's step one. So I think you did that, and that feels really good. But I also kind of want to encourage you to like integrate yourself. Are you just a little more shy, or a little more like a loner, something like that?
Not usually, but I am lately.
Lately, okay, right. Kind of pulling back, right? Because I keep feeling to encourage you to put yourself out there a bit more. But I'm also kind of curious. And I mean, did you have like a setback or a heartbreak? Because I just saw you licking wounds. So, so I feel like you're trying to recover as well. Does that make sense?
Not that I can, not exactly, no.
Because I do feel like there's a sense of loneliness or a sense of loss, no?
No, definitely loneliness. Yes.
Okay, got it. Because I keep feeling like it's almost like that self-healing is that I'm seeing. And I do feel like there's a place where, I kind of feel though, even though you're lonely, I feel like you would want someone. I feel like you're ready for that part of your life, but you're also kind of holding back from it, right? So Because you're single. Am I correct? Or at least I felt like you were single.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, I am.
I feel like, here's the good news for you. I feel like this move puts you in the position to meet your person. So I do think you needed a new environment. But I got to be honest, I don't want you wasting too much time, like getting your stuff together, right? Like you got to kind of put yourself out there more, because I feel like this person's around you and they make me feel like they're in your new area.
Oh.
Okay. They may have kids. Don't be afraid. Don't run away because I said that. They may have kids from a previous marriage.
No, that would be a good thing.
Okay. Because it makes me, I see more of that blended thing, which I think will work well for you. And I think it would be really great. I almost feel like he's got 2 kids, but I can be wrong. If he's got one and asks you on a date, just go for it. But I feel like this is someone in your, right? But I feel like this is someone in your new area. And I feel like this is about you putting yourself out there and building more of that fun. One other thing too, I want to try to take one quick caller too. One thing I want you to do is, I feel like you used to, how do I say that? I don't know the best way to say that, because how it's coming in doesn't sound very good. I feel like you used to be more flirty with how you looked. I don't know if you spent more time on your hair before or did little things, but I feel okay. Okay, thank you, because I feel like I keep hearing get back to that woman, get back to that place, and putting it out there. Even if you're not feeling confident, doing it will help you feel confident.
That makes sense.
And in the next year, like not next year, within this next year, okay, if you listen to me, you just say, I promise to listen to you, Colby. Just do that.
I'm here.
Okay. And say, I'm going to do what you say, Colby.
Absolutely.
Okay. You're going to meet this guy if you do what I say. I promise you. And the more you do it and the sooner you do it and you put yourself out there, the sooner he's coming in. And he's really great. He's super cool, very laid back. He might have a little bit of a belly, not too much. Don't you worry about it. But I really feel like you're going to just really get along with this guy, and he's really going to care about you. And I just think that this is going to be the right fit. So if you just kind of heed that advice, I feel like you're right on it. So don't get discouraged over this, okay?
And it's somebody that I haven't met yet.
I don't think... You might be familiar with him. Did you move back to somewhere you've been before or no?
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like the feeling I got, this is someone you're familiar with or know of or something like that, because it feels familiar to me. Or he feels familiar. Okay. He feels familiar to you.
Got it.
I don't believe, let me just help you with this. I don't believe he's an ex.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, sounds like it. But I believe that he is someone you are familiar with, but hadn't quite had a romantic connection with before. But now that you're kind of revisiting, it's a lot easier, okay?
Okay.
All right. Lots of love and luck to you, honey.
Thank you so much, Colby.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, everybody. I wish I could have done one more, but that is the end of the show. I tried to get as many in as I could, so I hope you enjoyed. And I loved Marissa's dad coming through. What a champ that guy is. Happy birthday, Marissa. Happy birthday, little Miss Isabella. Thank you to everybody who calls in, everybody who waits, everybody who likes, everybody who shares. All of my love goes out to you. You can leave that review on iTunes only if you have something nice to say, or as my mom says, if you don't say anything at all. But anyhow, I will see you guys next week. Again, thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful night. Bye, everyone.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.